Yo, what's up, man? Oh my god. Alright. There's echo. Okay, turn it off. Turn it off the echo. Oh my god, alright. Let me just state that I am feeling very, very unwell. Like, seriously, like, really, really bad right now. But of course, this is probably just today. Look, I. Oh my god, I can't right now, bro. I literally can't. I overate. Alright. Look, I was home alone during the noon, during the day, and then my parents were away, right? I ordered myself. I, okay. I ordered myself some food, and then I ate. I was already full by then. But then, my parents offered me like, oh my god, I can't. My stomach hurts so bad, dude. But then my parents, like, offered me, oh, you guys haven't eaten, right? So they bought me some food. And because I was panicked because they didn't know that I bought myself some food already. I just said, oh yeah, I haven't eaten. And then like they were like, oh perfect, it's on its way. All right. I regret that this isn't so much, like, it's not even on them, it's on me. It's my fault, obviously, that I'm sick right now. I could have told them that I already ate, but I did not. But oh my god, I feel so sick right now. I genuinely want to throw up. I genuinely want to. Like, I'm not even joking right now. I'm so sick right now. But of course, once I throw up, it's all fun and games. All right, it's after I throw up, all of this, poof, gone. Cause I've felt this before. My, I can't, dude. I can't focus. It hurts a lot, man. But yeah, it's like the more I talk, the more constantly I feel like I want to throw up. But I just can't. Cause like the urge is there, but it won't come out. You know what I'm saying, right? You know how that feels. Like you want to throw up, but it's not coming out. Like you feel it in your stomach, like it's rising up slowly, but it just doesn't come out. It's happening to me right now, man. I can't think right now. Oh my god, my stomach. It actually hurts though. I'm not even joking. Every time the more I talk, the more I feel like I want to throw up, but it just won't come out. And my anxiety is right. My anxiety is rising because I'm scared that I'm gonna throw up on my desk, which is bad. Okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna go to the bathroom now because I feel it. I feel it coming out. I feel it. Right. I'll be back. I I'm back. It's not getting better. It's not getting better, man. Yeah, it's not getting better at all. No, 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 it's not getting better. It's not getting better. Oh my god, I'm actually regretting this decision so much. Look, when you're trying to throw up, like for me at least, I start staring to the toilet bowl, and then I start spitting. Right, I just start hop chua hop chua. Look, okay, sorry, I don't have any more analogies to say it, but just look at the toilet bowl and then start spitting. That's my method of trying to throw up. Just keep doing that. I gagged, okay? I gagged twice, but it didn't work. Throwing up, yes, I tried to throw up because I overate. Look, the chronology here, the whole story here. During the day, I was home alone, right? I ordered some food, and then after that, my parents like, oh, you guys haven't eaten, right? Because they were out, like on a trip, right? Then, and then me, like ordering the food silently behind their backs. I said, oh yeah, I haven't eaten, even though it's obvious that I have eaten, but of course they don't know because I didn't tell them. And then, they're like, okay, we're ordering food for you right now. And then, well, I don't waste the food. I ate the food, but that just made it worse. And then, right, just now, I just ate dinner, and it's just getting worse. My stomach is full, man. It hurts. It actually hurts. Like, I just want to throw up because I know that once I throw up, it's gone. There's no more pain. There's no more discomfort. Cause right now I am feeling very uncomfortable. Like my stomach is kind of bloated right now because of how much I drank right after I ate, which is bad. I know that that's like bad. I should have taken like a couple of sips, maybe just a gulp, 2 gulps, and then that's good. But I took a whole cup, and then oh my god, that's a bad decision. Just spin around like 50 times. I did that once. I mean, that's not wrong. I guess I can spin like 50 times. And while like you spin 50 times while having your hand grab your toe. That is a very effective way to get dizzy and then potentially, sick and throw up, which is a good thing when you're feeling this urge to throw up. I think personally you should have just throw it up, because if you don't, it's kind of like stressing your stomach, and that's pretty bad. Of course, I'm not a doctor. Okay, don't take my word for this. I'm not a doctor, but it's just my personal experience. Okay, because last time I got the same feeling, I ate a ramen. Okay, I ate 2 bowls, 2 bowls of ramen. One of them was super spicy too, and that felt like the end of the world for me. And then right after that, I went for bowling, and then I'm just cooked. I'm cooked, dude. While we were playing bowling, I just could not keep up. Like they were throwing it, I was like sitting. I asked, okay, I cannot keep up right now. I gotta sit down. I gotta rest because my stomach is hurting. And then they noticed, right? I started to gag. And then they noticed. They start to rush to like a pharmacy inside the mall. And then they bought me like this Jerd. Is it Jerd? It's for mag in Indonesia. It's called sakit mag. Mag. But I think in English it's like Jerd, yeah, like a medicine for Jerd. Like it's in syrup form, of course, because in tablet you don't really feel it. But yeah, in syrup form, I drank it and boom, everything just came out. And that was like magic because after that, you do not know the pleasure I felt. Oh my god, that felt so good. Throwing it all up. Even though, well, like one drop kind of like splattered into my eye, which is gross, I know. It, it's still gross when I think about it, to be honest, because not only it was onto the toilet bowl, like directly, but it was also my what's it called in English? My my throw up, I guess. Yeah, it's gross, but oh my god, that still felt good. Like my stomach was released from hell. The process of throwing up is the bottom things of all time. Dude, yeah, the process it's just bad. If some of it comes out of your nose, okay, yeah, that okay, when that happens, yeah, that hurts. That's probably like, I don't know, high pressure, because I know that the nose and the throat like is connected. Oh wait, I should change this first. Stream has started. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, if it comes from your nose, I guess, yeah, because the throat is like connected to the nose, right? I don't know if it's called the throat in English, but yeah, basically, you know, the food pipe is connected to the nose too. So like when you throw up, you have it is potentially possible that some of it comes out from your nose and it hurts bad because you know that it is high pressure. All right. Anything that comes out of your nose that's not supposed to come out of your nose means that it is like coming out very, very harshly, very, very hardly, because it's very hard to get it to your nose. Like, yeah, it's it's not normal. That's what I know. It is not normal. But still, right now, I'm trying to throw up because it's bad. It's really bad. But I know that. Oh, how has your high school life? Well, pretty bad. A lot of rules, but I guess rules. Okay, last stream I yapped a lot about rules, and I kind of like take back some of the words I say. Okay, sure. Some of it doesn't really correlate to like discipline, but it's more of connected to like how you will be when you graduate high school, because when you graduate high school there's gonna be more rules that you gotta like abide. Sure, they are not about like smoking or vaping or what else, hair or anything like that, some stupid stuff like that. But it's more like the smaller stuff, I guess. Well, not really. Sometimes it's big, sometimes it's all small. It just depends on where you live, I guess. But yeah, it's a way to prepare us. Even though it is kind of silly when you think about it, like short hair equals discipline, at least for the guys. Listen, the only problem I have is that it's measured in centimeters. Like, usually, most schools just do your hair must be short, but, well, you don't have to be bald, just have to be short and neat. But in my school right now, in my high school at least, it's measured in like centimeters, like the sides, the top. It's like, yeah. Wish I was still there. You lucky you got. Oh, damn. How do I say this? I moved. I moved schools, so yeah. I'm not in the school that you think I am right now. Yeah, I'm at a different school now. Okay, let me do. Okay, I actually have. Dude, I can't wear pants right now. I literally cannot, or else I'm gonna throw up at the desk. Country. I moved to a public school. Yeah. I wanna like feel like the real the real world, I guess. Because like if I'm stuck in a private school, then it's kind of like how do I say it? You're kind of like stuck with the same type of people, like the type of people are similar to you. You know what I'm saying, right? Because in public schools, it's more like general. It's like everyone is there, like everyone is here, like Super Smash Bros. But in a private school, what I've noticed is that most of the people there are mostly the same. Sure, they got different like backgrounds, different life stories, different this, different that, but still. So do you regret it? I mean, everything has regrets, of course. Like, I will be honest about that. Everything in life, you will regret it. Whether even if you like reach your dreams, like your biggest dream, you reach it, you will still have some regrets about it. So yes, I do have some regrets about it, but well, I try to look at it in a better side, I guess. Because if I just keep looking at the negative, then I'm going to only think about the negative, which is bad because that's going to really decrease my you know my performance at school. But yeah, coming back again, what I've noticed in private school, it's mostly like monotone. Like, what is it called? Like a homogeneous? Is it homogeneous type of community? I forgot. I studied it in civils, but I forgot about it. Deep thoughts. Well, it's not that deep to be honest. Yeah. I mean, regrets. It's everywhere. You will have regrets. You literally like, I don't know. You go eat somewhere and then you have regret. Damn, I should have eaten somewhere else. But yeah, what about your school though? What about your school? Are you in high school right now? Or maybe, I don't know, university? Or maybe even, I don't know, elementary? Well, I hope you're not in elementary, bro. Like, I know that my my school has been fired. Alright. Wait. Is it private or is it public? Just asking, just asking. Cause like, dude, if I swear, if there is literally children watching my content, I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. Most people fake their age, except now that YouTube is trying to ban. Oh my god, YouTube is trying to like censorship this, censorship that. Oh, you have to give your ID if you want to watch that. Oh, shut up, man. Private school though, but the seniors are kind of douchebags. I guess that's kind of true with most private schools. I heard that in my old school, like not in my junior high, but in my high school, my initial high school before I moved to a public school, they do like tell about stories that the seniors, there's like a heavy seniority, like seniority culture. Like the student council said always that in every school, this is probably universal. The student council will say we are trying to fight seniority culture. We will not defend it. But then again, it's literally just buzzwords. Like you're just saying things to say things. Because from what I've heard from the people in that school, it's kinda, aga. It's kinda. But yeah, it's what I'm like, seniority culture is so corny in high school, I swear. Literally, dude. Okay, that is very true. Cause, dude, especially if you're 12. grade. Dude, you're 12th grade. You're 1 year away from graduating high school, dude. Dude, focus on your life. Why are you trying to control everyone else? You are not the main character, blood. Just saying it out to you. You are not the main character, dude. Just shut up, pack your bags, and graduate. Okay? Because you'll be lucky if you get a job as a cashier. Cause like, bro, just shut up, man. Just focus on your life. Why are you trying to like make other people miserable for no reason? It's just so bad, man. I will never understand people who do that. I remember cursing random seniors in junior high school and nothing happened. If I did that now, I get beat up before I get on my go check. Yeah, in junior high school, it's sure there's like seniority culture here and there, but in high school, yeah, it must be different, of course. They're like in the peak of, well, I don't really know, to be honest. Nowadays, people have puberty really early, but you know, I guess people sometimes still have that peak of puberty in high school and just think that they're on top of the world because of their huge egos. Just shut up, man. just know if anyone's watching this and you're like in 12th grade, or maybe, as you know what, if you're a senior in your school, just don't commit to seniority culture, please. It's just a way to make everyone's life worse, especially the victims. All right, just don't do it. I'm thankful that in my school, like in public school mostly, I don't really see seniority cultures. There is one friend of mine, okay? Of course, I don't want to dox them, but I'm just saying that they have someone in another school, and then the seniors are like being douchebags, like being dickheads to that person, you know? And you know, it's kind of pissing me off, even though I don't have any relations to them. Like, let's say my friend is A and he is with B. Now B and A went to different schools, but B is being treated like ass in the new school that they went to by the seniors. And you know, even though sure I know person B, but they don't know me, and I don't really have any relations to them, because we're not even friends. We never even like met each other. But still, like, I'm feeling for my friend, for person A, because I know he must be feeling like shit, man. I will never understand why people be douchebags. Like, come on, bro. In the end, we're all gonna die, man. Why you gotta make everyone's life worse? We're all gonna die. We all gonna return. Honestly, I'm a bit guilty of serial culture, but worst I've done is Soasik. I mean, Soasik is pretty general. Well, if it is like with your classmates, of course. Not really classmates, but more like what is it? Year mates, I guess. Yeah, within the people, like friends around your year. Yeah, it's pretty like okay, but I guess it does get kind of weird when you're doing it to the juniors. But still, it's still better than, you know, straight up being annoying towards the juniors. Like Swasik, it's, you're like trying but not trying to be close. Like, at least you're annoying them but not like trying to, like, you know, hurt them mentally, physically, psychologically, just making them a little uncomfortable as a joke. But when you're like literally, okay, this is from the other school I took some of the seniors in that school, there is like elevators, right? And then the seniors are in the bottom floor, and the juniors are at the top floor. And then the seniors are the one who is allowed to take the elevators, where the juniors have to take the stairs. Sure, they can take the elevators, but it's just kind of hard, I guess. Of course, I don't know this really. It's just like stories I've heard, because I'm not in that school, alright? I've only like heard of that. I'm not in that school, so of course don't take my word for it. Yeah, I heard that. That's so dumb. Exactly. Like, you're making people's life worse. Like, dude, they are freaking 10th grader and they're on the top floor. Just let them use the elevators. You are literally at the first floor. I mean, like, there's ground floor and then there's the first floor. All right, you're literally at the first floor, and you're using an elevator, bro. Are you that weak? I'm sorry, bro. You claim you're strong. Oh my god, you're a senior. You must be so strong. I'm sorry, bro, but if you use an elevator to go up by one story, that's weak, man. That's weak. All right. Just use the stairs. Is it that hard? Like, come on. Use the stairs. That's a workout for you too. Bet it is, because you're taking the elevators. In my school, the rule is that you can't sit in the canteen. What? Then where? In the classroom? Do you guys allow? Because I know that some schools don't allow like eating in the classrooms. You know, there's like some rules that says that. But then, if not in the canteen, then where? Where do you eat besides the canteen? I guess there is some places. Maybe there's benches around the field. Maybe, I don't know. I don't really know how your school is like, because I've never really like done any research aside, like, I don't know, like three schools, I guess. Because my three schools are only the ones that I actually want to go. Like, and the rest are like more like backups, I guess. But yeah, that's pretty stupid, man. Like, sitting in a canteen is such a basic thing that if you're making a rule out of it, it's just weird. You're weird for that. It's not even written, right? Most of the seniority culture, it's not written, right? You just go with it. It's not written. It's not anywhere. The seniors just made it up, and you're just stuck suffering for it. You know, you're suffering because you chose a school that has seniority culture in it, which is stupid because it's not your fault. It's their fault. They're the ones who is pushing that culture towards you. So yeah, it's kind of stupid. Well, yeah, I hope everyone who is watching this grows out. You know, maybe some of the people watching here are, you know, 12th graders, perhaps, or just seniors in general. Please don't do seniority culture in your school. Seniorhoods are fine though. Okay, that is real. Dude, I have seen some in my school. Yes, that is right. Some of them are very attractive, yeah. But of course, hitting up a senior is definitely harder than hitting up a year mates, I guess. I don't know what it is called, man, in English. And in Indonesia, it's like I don't really know what it is in Indonesia. I guess like angkatan sama, like the same year. Yeah. In my school, there are a couple Taiwan exchange students too. What? Student exchange? Damn. That's a lot of things happening, bro. Dude, student exchange must be so fun, man. Like, seeing the other world, the other side of the world, like viewing your school, your culture. It must be so fun. Maybe, of course, I don't know. I have not experienced it yet. But yeah, it sounds fun. You get to introduce them if you even got the chance, because of course, your whole school is going to want to, like, talk to them because they're foreigners. Yeah, Indonesia is pretty open with foreigners. At least I think. Of course, I think it is, because that's what I've seen. No racism, but they genuinely look like K-pop idols. Nah, that's alright. I guess that. Okay, again, this is not some racist stuff, but I guess you can kind of like say that to most East Asians, like Far East. I'd be performative in front of them, dog. You read freaking, I don't know, what was it called? Atomic Habits book in front of them. Drink matcha, and then what else? I don't know. I've seen a lot of people like the performative male. Don't be like this. you read. I still don't know what the book is about. Like Atomic Habits. What the hell is that? But yeah, K-pop idols. You kind of can say that to every single like Far East countries, like Far East Asias, because like it's rare to find them in Southeast Asia. If you're going to the East, though, like Korea, and then Japan, Taiwan, China. Is China in the Far East? I guess it's kind of like North. I guess North Asia, but I guess some part of China is East, right? Yeah. What else? What else is like in yeah, as long as it's in the East, all right. They're mostly look like K-pop idols. All right, wait again. All right, where was I? Since your school is public, have you made any Buddhist friends? I think there's no like Buddhist. I'm sorry if I'm butchering this. I'm sorry if I can't pronounce it right, but yeah, I think there is no Buddhist in my year. At least that's what I've heard. But yeah, I think there's no Buddhist in my year. Of course, I might be wrong because I did not listen properly in the announcement. But yeah, at least in my class, there's no Buddhist. There's no Buddhist people. It's just divided between Islam and Christian. Yeah, it's only those two. Oh my god, my stomach. 80% of my friends are mixed religions, dog. It feels so weird compared to junior high. Of course it does. Like, what about the Muslims in your school though? Because most of them like it's pretty strict. I've seen some people in some Muslim schools. They're pretty strict about like prayers and stuff. Because like, what about in your school though? Like, what about the Muslims? Do they like get, come on, let's go pray? Like the teachers do that, or the teachers just, all right, you guys go pray. I'll go do something else. You guys can pray if you want or if you don't. Because it's such a big switch, man. Okay, I don't like talking about religions in my channel here, but yes, I am a Muslim. And yes, during my junior high, we were like rounded up to like pray in the school, and going to a public school after that, it's so weird, man. Like the teachers don't give a shit, man. They give 0 Fs. I think one of the religious workers, like student council, is like secretly in a gang What? They're a religious worker, and then they're in the council, student council, and they're in the gang. Dude, seriously? What? Dude, that one of the biggest bad actors in the century, bro. You're like in two of the most like respectable what is it called? Respectable peringkat. I don't know what it's called. Respectable people, alright? Respectable works. Respectable jobs, alright? Being a religious worker and a student council. And then you be in the gang. Like what the hell? Let's go actually some manhwa type shit, dude. What what kind of manhwa? What kind of manhwa have? I mean, I guess manhwa, most of them are just random stuff. Like, yeah, in manhwa school at least, I haven't really read a lot of manhwa. I've also had like really like lowered my dosage of reading mangas. Like the most I'm not really reading, watching, more like watching, is the Waguri. Of course, it's not called Waguri. It's Kaori, not Kaori, no Kaoru to Hana. I think, I don't know, man. I probably butchered that. Pronounce it. The fragrant flower blooms. The thing, because yeah, because of the senior huzz and gangs. Ah, yes, of course. That's the manhwa. That's the manhwa genre. The huzz and the gangs. All right, wait. I think it's time I throw up. All right, let me just change this to. Okay, I can't wait to throw up, man. I can't believe I'm saying that. I'll try to throw up right now. Alright. See you in a sec. I'll be back though. Alright, I am back. Okay, I did not throw up, unfortunately. But I took a dump. And yes, my stomach is much better now. Not that much better, but at least it's not as bad as it was back then. Like a couple minutes ago. Where was I? I forgot. I forgot, man. Where was I? Alright, I should change this again. Right up, right out. My stomach hurts. Yeah. It actually hurts, and while sure it's not as bad now, it's still better than a couple minutes ago. Oh, and by the way, did you guys know I bought a used 3DS? Yeah, just bought it today. Not really today, a couple of weeks ago. And oh my god, it's one of the most best consoles I have ever had. I'll be honest about that. Alright. Yeah. Dude, the 3DS, the thing is, I was like contemplating between the 3DS or the PSP or the PS Vita, alright? In terms of prices, the PS Vita was just out the window. It's too expensive. And you know, kind of like, well, you know, it's too expensive, all right. And then it's down to the PSP and the 3DS, and then I tried to look at the game catalog first, right? And obviously, me being a Pokemon fan, of course, I picked the 3DS. I guess it should have been already obvious when I'm like picking out between the three. But yeah, as a Pokemon fan, of course, I went with the 3DS. Dude, I have so many ROM hacks on the 3DS now. Like Pokemon ROM hacks and the 3DS Pokemon games. That I own legally, of course, because they were apparently on a huge discount. Yeah, so of course I bought it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually like so glad that I got a 3DS that was in pretty good condition. I was scared that I might have got like something very bad, like pretty beat up, like it was found in the dumpster. But no, it's pretty smooth. Sure, it has some scratches here and there, but it's pretty good. How much did you get it for? In Indonesia, the average price is around 900 to 1.4, I guess. Yeah, 1.4, because this is the old 3DS. This is not the new one. This is not the XL. This is like the old original 3DS, because this is the cheapest one. I bought it for 1 point. Yeah. Wait, no. Yeah, just 1 million. 1 mil. I bought it for 1 mil, and yeah, it's pretty good. At you know, compared to what people are paying it for, like overseas, you could say that in Indonesia, this is really very cheap. People are paying for like $300, $200, $400, and you know, I'm very lucky to get one for like freaking what, $60. If you're converted to like USD. Yeah, this is like $60 in USD, which is crazy, dude. Like people will be paying 100 USD for 3DS. Could be me. It's pretty reliable as of now. I've been taking it a couple times outside. It has recorded some steps. It is not the most accurate though. I literally took one step but shook my 3DS, and then it counted it as freaking like 50 steps. So yeah, it's not the most accurate pedometer, which is weird. Like, okay, this is very totally unrelated, but why is it called a pedometer? Like, why is it called a pedometer. I don't know in English how to pronounce it. Pedometer, I guess. Why is it called a pedometer? Like, why is there a pedo? Is there a pedo there? Like, it's so weird. Like, what? You're trying to like detect PDF files or something? Why is it called a pedometer? Oh, maybe because walking on two legs is bipedal, and so they call it pedometer. But why call it pedometer and why not the bipedometer? That's so weird. Kinda suspicious there. Whoever made that. But yeah, coming back to school. In public school, it's pretty nice as of now. Of course, it's literally 3 weeks in, and someone has already gotten an SP2. Wow, that's literally unsurprising, to be honest. Like, the fact that freaking 10th graders are smoking now is the one that is actually like so surprising now, man. Like, that's so crazy to think about children now just going away smoking cigarettes. That's just sad, man. What's SP2? Surat peringatan su 2, surat peringatan 2, which is basically like a warning letter. The second one, they skipped one because in the school there's a point system, right? If you reach a certain point limit, you get SP1, and then you reach another, and then you reach SP2. This violation was so bad that they skipped SP1 and went right into SP2. So yeah, very unfortunate for them. I don't know, because I don't know if it's a he or a she, because can't really generalize because I'll get cancelled or something. I don't really care. Why do people care so much about getting cancelled, man? I'm so confused. But yeah, coming back, I'm so like sad to see why on people freaking taking cigs, you know? Like, so sad, man. Looking at freaking children and teenagers just smoking cigarettes, it hurts my eye. Okay, it hurts my eye. It's disappointing to see. And this is normalized. That's the problem, right? This is normalized. If you're outside of school, this is normalized. People will, well, I guess not all people, but most people will probably just walk past. Don't give a well, that's not really true. Some people like give the side eye, and then what the hell? That's a freaking child. Why is he smoking? And then just walk past them without like telling them that it's a bad thing to do. Which is okay, it's understandable. It's none of your business, all right? But still though, it's still sad to see that children are taking cigarettes. I should not say this, but I tried a cig for the first time like 3 weeks ago, and it tastes so bad. It's so bitter. Like, yeah, there's like two endings when you try a cigarette for the first time ever. There's going to be two endings. Like, the first ending is people get addicted. They like, of course this is not instant. Maybe they like took a cig, like, oh my god, this is so bad, but because of their friends, they keep on giving cigarettes, maybe from friends, maybe pressure, maybe just stress, maybe like, I don't know. They think that taking more cigarettes will make it taste better, and it does, and then they get addicted to that. On the other hand, there's another ending. This is the good ending. which is people get traumatized and then never want to touch a freaking cigarette ever again. This is the good ending. This is the best ending ever. This is the best ending for everyone in the world. Why? Because it's a -1 cigarette user, okay? It's a -1 cigarette user, and it's always gonna be best to be that person, alright? It's always gonna be best to be the person who quitted smoking, okay? I will say that. Even if it's just one person, you don't know how much of a difference when it comes to smoking for one person to stop. Because there is the term passive smoking, which directly affects other people, especially in Indonesia, where like crowded places exist, and there's no like restrictions except like places like the mall, you know. This guy in the anti-smoking ad. Yeah, they should put me, man. Why they keep putting like cancer victims? I mean, I guess that's good too. Like, show the consequences of smoking. But the thing is, people don't listen, and that's so stupid, man. You literally see a victim of cancer because of smoking, and you don't quit smoking. You actively decide to continue smoking. That's one of the most idiotic, the most moronic, the most lowest IQ possible move you could ever do in your entire life. Alright? You are literally presented the consequences that you have, that you could potentially get if you continue this bad habit, and you decide to continue actively and in your full like consciousness. Like, bro, just stop. Have you not seen the death rates of people who smoke? Like, stop. Just stop smoking. And the death rates, or maybe not death rates, maybe like, you know, just generally ailments, or maybe even cancer patients who gets their diseases from passive smoking. Okay, passive smoking. Okay, maybe I should lay down the terms first here. Passive smoking is when person A, he smokes, or maybe she smokes. Okay, it's kind of bad if I generalize. Okay, they smoke. All right, person A smokes, and then the smoke goes out, right? And then person B, they don't smoke, but they inhaled that smoke that person A exhaled. That's bad. And that's, from what I've heard, okay, at least from what I've heard, it's worse than active smokers, which is the smokers itself. So please just stop smoking, man. I read that passive smoking is sometimes worse. Yes, exactly. So please just stop smoking, man. Please, to all of you smokers out there, please just stop smoking, man. I hate people who smoke so bad. But I genuinely respect people who try to actively stop smoking. Maybe they're like, you know, taking small steps into stopping smoking. Really, like, dude, just good at this point. Okay, well, sure, gooning doesn't really affect others. It does affect you, but sure, at least if you're gooning, it's bad, okay? It's bad. I'm not justifying gooning behavior. It's bad, but at least you're not being like a trash, okay? Trash to society, okay? At least you're just being trash to yourself, okay? It's not better. I mean, like, it's not good, okay? It's not good. I'm not gonna say gooning is good. But at least, at the very least, you are not affecting other people. Like, if you're smoking, you're actively affecting other people if you're smoking in public, especially. But when you're just gooning, you're just affecting yourself. Maybe you might project some of that into someone else, but to be honest, well, that's kind of bad too, you know? Yeah, sure. Gooning is pretty bad, but it's still like on a lower tier than smoking, of course. But of course, I still don't respect people who vape. Okay, I don't respect vapors too. Okay, sure. Vaping, people say, okay, vaping is better. Okay, to put it simply, vaping is not better. It's just better for the other people, okay? It's just better that the other people, like the secondhand vape smoke, it's better than regular cigarettes, okay? I don't really know if it's proven, but that's just what I've heard from my like medical teacher. Like secondhand smoke from a vape is still better than a secondhand smoke from a cigarette. Okay, but still, vaping is still bad. Okay, it's still bad for you, for others. Well, sure, it's not as bad as cigarettes. It's still affecting other people. So please just quit it, man. If at least try to like, feel guilty about it. Don't be proud. Have you seen like, okay, here, I'm gonna do a very quick research here. Percentage. Okay, this is gonna be like generalizing, but it is proven that guys smoke more, alright? Persentase laki perokok di Indonesia. Here. From World Health Organization, 73.2% of men in Indonesia above 15. Okay, above 15. It's not even above 18 anymore. It's above 15. They smoke. There's more than 50%, and 50% is already a lot. This is 73%, 73%, and it's just above 15 years old. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I tried it once too, about 6 months ago, and vaping kind of feels like you're drinking juice. I think I'm just like, yeah, don't get addicted to stuff like these. Like other people, yeah, you are very lucky, because other people, sure, they might not really like it at first, but social pressure kind of like builds up, especially if you're a teenager. You're like, you want to look cool, you want to make a necklace of your vape and then look cool, I guess. But no, it doesn't look cool, man. It doesn't look cool. You vaping does not look cool. Like, dude. Okay, this is a sensitive topic, but when you are seeing someone jumping off a building, like trying to jumping off a building, do you like see them like, oh my god, that person is so cool, I wish I was like them? No, you don't. Like, doing vaping and doing cigarettes or just generally unhealthy stuff like that is like throwing yourself away, like hurting yourself, trying to actively kill yourself. So please just don't do it. Why? Because it's not cool. People don't see suicidal people as cool. They see them as victims. They want to help them, okay? So please just stop smoking. Please just stop, man. Oh my god. Dude, I'm probably one of the most anti-smoker person, at least in my school, alright? Dude, I just hate it so much, man. I just hate smokers so much. Okay? I don't care if you're a subscriber. I don't care if you're like a long-term fan. I don't care if you're like I don't care if you're like even my friend. Okay? If you're my friend, at least try to stop smoking or vaping. If you're trying to stop, my respect for you off the roofs. Okay? Off the roofs. You will never understand my respect for people for people who are trying to stop smoking or vaping or any kind of stuff like that. Because I know that addictions are very hard to get over. But just the slightest feel of guilt from doing that is already respectable to me, because you know that it is wrong. Okay, that's rare. All right. Most people, they just keep on doing it because they want to. They don't feel guilty about it. They don't feel like it's a wrong thing to do. And that is the stupid part of it, It's like, yeah, you're trying to kill yourself and you're trying to make it worse, which is bad. So don't do it. Don't smoke. Don't vape. Come on, dude. Please. Please just don't vape, man. No vape. Dude, if my school ever has an anti-smoking campaign, I should be the master of ceremony, dude. Oh my god. Listen, man. Justifying something that is bad is some of the most stupid things that you can ever do. Justifying things that, okay, let me just repeat it one more time so it's clear. Justifying things that are obviously bad is one of the most stupid things you can do in your life. All right, whether it be crimes or like crimes, stealing. I mean, I guess both of them fall in the same category. Like getting mad at your parents. Okay, I'm not saying that, you know, just generally being bad to your parents, and then, you know, just bad things that are written. Well, I guess not really written, but like, you know that other people see it as bad. Like a lot of people, like, not in the case of like maybe it is actually right, but because of people who are blinded, they see it as wrong. Not in the case of that. In the case that it is actually wrong, like most people see it as wrong, and then your friends see it as wrong, even yourself see it as wrong. That is something you just don't justify. You should not justify that. All right, if you ever feel that, never justify it. Feel guilty about it and try to stop, because I know addictions are hard to stop. All right, I've had my fair share about it too. It's hard to stop, but I swear that it is worth it. All right, it is worth it, because it's for your life, man. This is for your life, and you're giving it up for some smoke? What? You're giving it up for some smoke? You pay to smoke. You pay to breathe. You pay to breathe brown, not brown, gray smoke. Yeah, I guess that's a lot. That's a lot out of my chest to finally say to other people to stop smoking, man. So please just stop smoking, because if not, then you're part of the world's biggest problems. Please. I can't even believe that smoking is like generalized. And he crashes out over smokers. Dude, you don't know how much rage I have for smokers. Dude, every time I'll be going out, maybe I'm in a Gojek, maybe I'm in an Angkot, maybe I'm in a like just generally public space that doesn't have restriction for smoking. There's just some people who smoke, and you know, sure, I don't really have a sensitive nose, a sensitive lung, but it still stings. Okay, it stings on my throat. Okay, it stings whenever I breathe it in. That's why I hate it so much. I hate smokers so much because of that. It causes discomfort for other people, because I know that maybe you don't really feel uncomfortable about people smoking directly at you even, but don't you see that that's kind of part of the problem? Like, you actively supporting other people trying to smoke, that's you're part of the problem. Okay, I will consider you as a smoker yourself, because as a person who doesn't smoke, your job is to convert people to stop smoking too. Like, show the benefits. Okay, show the benefits. What does not smoking do to a person? Okay, how healthy you are when you're not smoking. You might be overweight, you might be underweight, you might have like a terminal illness, wait, no, not nocturnal. Like what is it called? Like asthma and stuff. You know, like penyakit bawaan. I don't even know the term in English, but you know, just generally like normal diseases. And well, sure, that is the current consequences. But when you continue to smoke, that consequences will build up over time and make it worse. And potentially worse than people who are sick and not smoke. Okay? You might be seeing, oh man, people who don't smoke get sick. I don't care if I get sick. I'll probably be the same as them. No. No, bro. No. No. Just don't do that. Don't have that mindset. Alright? Once you get cancer, then you realize. Alright? Once you cause some other person to have cancer, you might not realize. But that is very bad. Alright? That's a bad thing to do. You are causing cancer for other people. That's bad. That's not something to do. That's not something good that people should do. Alright? So please just stop smoking, people. Okay, I think I should stop. I should stop commenting at smokers now. That was a long rant, man. Oh my god. You know, like, I don't know, 15 minutes, I guess? 10 minutes of me just ranting about smokers. Felt good though. Felt good. Sure, it might not reach a lot of people, alright? But at least I'm putting it out there that smoking is bad. It's a big no-no. No for me, no for other people who don't smoke. Alright? Because like smoking is just something that is bad. And it is objectively bad. You cannot say otherwise. What are you gonna say? Just by way of coping, man. And there's other better ways on how to cope or your stress or your depression. There's other ways that is better to cope. Well, sure, I can't really lay out the perfect solution, and I might sound as a person who only critic and not give solutions, but that is because solutions, there's so much, there's a lot of solutions here. I'll give it to you, at least one, alright? Like meditating, okay? Sure, meditating might sound stupid, but just give yourself some time, alright? Try to be peaceful, okay? Try to be peaceful. If you're like an extrovert even, try once to be peaceful. Like, get into your bed, sit straight up. Don't try to not like have distractions around you. Try to put your phone away. Just try to breathe in, breathe out, and then try to think about something that is more positive than hanging out with your friends smoking at a freaking warteg. Oh my god, dude. So please, final, okay, you know, final take. Smoking is bad. That's my final take. Because even if I was wrong in some of my rants, just know that overall smoking is bad. And secondhand smoke is worse. Yeah. In case that there's some misinformation, like when I get too specific into like illnesses, diseases and stuff, just know that the general rule is smoking is bad, vaping is bad, secondhand smoke that you blow out is bad. Okay? Simple as that. Alright? Everyone's happy, everyone understands. No need to overthink about it. Alright? Thank you. Random thought, but for some reason I thought high school would have a ton of random side quests for some reason. This is why gambling is good. Gambling is good. I mean, when it doesn't really involve real money, okay, sure. While it's not good, it's not the best way to spend your time because you might transfer over to real gambling like Judo, which is online gambling, which is one of the most rigged places. Okay, do not ever gamble online, dude. At least not when there are like people manning it. But even then, when there are people manning it, it's still like rigged. It's potentially rigged because online gambling, it will always benefit the house. Okay, that's just my final verdict on that. Gambling is pretty easy to like conclude. Well, sure, people get addicted to gambling because of psychological effects, like the feel of it. Still, oh my god, it makes me realize something, like remember something. You might have not heard this, but this, dude, this is one of the most stupid things I have ever heard about. So there's this gambling site, right? There's this online gambling site. They have this feature where new accounts will always get a jackpot because that's what make people hooked, right? The first account, first couple rolls, jackpots, jackpots, jackpots. After that, lose, 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 whatever you say in gambling. And then someone cracked it, pow, by making multiple accounts, multiple new accounts. And then they won so much money because of that. They abused the system and it worked. I respect them for that because the administrator, if the administrator for gambling, you are dickheads, right? I will put it straight. Yeah, they deserve that. But you know what they did? They reported it, dude. Oh my god, they reported it. They're like a news outlet saying that a gambling site sues the people who abuse their systems because they abuse their systems to make millions of rupiah. Like, that's so stupid, man. You literally, that's like your feature. That's the feature, man. Don't be mad when someone abuses a feature, alright? Because that is not a bug. That is not abusing a bug. Abusing a bug and abusing a feature is different. Why is this not a bug? Well, because it's obvious, alright? It's predictable. Like, the house will make it so that so that new accounts always wins, and then old accounts always loses. And then someone finally cracked that code and then went ham. They made so much money. And then they want to sue them because they abused the freaking feature system. It's so stupid, man. One of the most stupid freaking things. I hope you're a smoker too, because if you're not, then I don't know how I can, like, roast you. Yeah, so whoever is the admin on that gambling site, I hope you're a smoker, bro. That's just my way of like trash talking someone now. I'm not telling someone to kill themselves. I'm telling someone that I hope you're a smoker too. I hope you get addicted to smoking, to cigarettes. Random thought, but for some reason I thought Hycles would have a ton of random side quests for some reason. What kind of side quest, bro? What kind of side quest? What are you talking about? What? Side quests in high school? Like what? Like what kind of side quests are there in high school? What? Helping other people, maybe? I don't know. Probably not. That's way too general. You can literally do that everywhere. I don't know, like random activities, some shit that would randomly happen. I guess yeah, some stuff has happened really randomly in my school. Okay, wait, I gotta take a dope again because my stomach is acting up again. All right, wait, I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. Oh my god. Dude, my stomach still hurts so bad. I think I'm too exposed to anime. Dude, anime made high school look so good, man. But the unfortunate news is that, first of all, we're not in an anime, alright? That's one of the most obvious things, okay? Well, that's one of the most obvious, like, realization I had whenever I try to watch anime that took place in high school. And then one of the more less obvious things is that we're not in Japan. All right, I'll set it straight with all of us who watch a lot of high school animes. We're not in Japan, okay? So not only that we are not in an anime, but it's also because we are not in Japan. All right, I'll put it straight to everyone here, okay? Because I myself am guilty about that. I watched too many high school anime, all right? And I thought that it would be just like that. Life would be just like that in high school. Oh my god, how wrong am I to think about that? Yeah, pretty unfortunate, you know. My old self would probably be very disappointed. Like, dude, I'm literally like getting fantasies, man. Look, whenever someone asks me like, oh, when if you have a chance to go outside and go into the trip, where do you want to go? I'm always so reluctant to say Japan. I really want to go to Japan, all right? I'll say it straight. I'll say it straight to all you guys. I want to go to Japan. I'm honest. But the thing is, I know the reputation that Japan gets whenever someone says, where do you want to go? They might think, ah, oh, Japan's overrated, or either that, or oh, you're a weeb. But come on, dude. I just really want to go to Japan. I want to experience the culture. I want to I want to indulge in my hobbies. Oh my god, dude, my hobbies. Most of my hobbies are in Japan. Okay? Japan is awesome. Exactly. Dude, I've been there once. Oh my god. Can we switch lives? Oh my god, dude. Like, there's so many things I want to do in Japan. I'm I'm not there to like watch anime. I can do that here in Indonesia. I'm not there to freaking Naruto run because I can. I'm not there to be a certain group of people of Indonesians and performing silat in the middle of the road and potentially be the reason that Indonesia gets blacklisted from Japan. I'm not trying to do all that, man. I'm just trying to experience the culture. I want to indulge in my hobbies too. Come on, man. Let your boy indulge in their hobbies. I want to buy cheap Gundams. You know? Gundam. I don't know how to pronounce it. One of my biggest regrets, not really one of my biggest regrets because I'm not really part of it. You know the giant Gundam statue? That's closed permanently. So even when I go to Japan, I can't watch that. I can't watch the performance anymore live. I remember I went there in the winter at like -10 Celsius. All my family were wearing puffer jackets, and I just saw a girl wearing a tank top and a miniskirt in the underground subway. I mean, that's kind of life. How life is. I mean, like, that's generally how people see Indonesians too, or maybe anywhere else that is near the equator. Like, they see I mean, okay, let's start with us, Indonesian. We're used to hot weather, all right? We go outside to a subtropical country. It's cold. And then we see some random person wear some pretty revealing, or at least like minimal clothing that is suited for that weather, and then wow, this guy must have like crazy endurance. And then let's look at the other side. A foreigner comes to like a tropical country, and then they're like, "Oh my god, it's so hot, man!" Even and then they see someone who's literally wearing a jacket, a long sleeve, and then a long, what is it called? A long pants, whatever. And then they're like, "Damn, they're wearing like, clothed, I guess. I don't know. Modest clothing. I guess that's not really modest. That's more like covered up. They're wearing covered clothes in this hot temperature. They must be so. Their endurance must be so good. Like yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. Foreigners come to Indonesia or maybe just any tropical country. They feel hot. We come to tropical country people come to subtropical country countries. They feel cold. Why? Because well, subtropical countries are just generally colder than tropical countries. But then the natives, they're already used to it since babies even. Yeah, so of course there's gonna be a bit of a difference, but still it is probably very shocking to see that someone can literally just wear a tank top, as you said, and a miniskirt in the middle of winter. Yeah, that must be crazy to think about. Like seeing a very cold environment, like freaking snow, and people are just walking around in like clothes that you would wear in summer and not even catch a cold. Damn, that's crazy endurance. But yeah, I really want to experience like how hot is it somewhere in a subtropical country, because I know that in subtropical country it's hot but it's not humid. In tropical countries it's hot and humid, you know. I also walked past, I think, a group of high schoolers in a rap battle while going to an Airbnb. They're probably drunk. Yeah, they're probably drunk if they're like that. Probably, of course, not guaranteed, but high chance that they are just straight up drunk. And they all bowed when my family and I walked past. At least there's respect. Yeah, there's respect on that. At least they're not like one of those people who go to Japan. Well, because I mean, I guess you were you a child when you went to Japan, or maybe a teenager? Because I guess like, dude, so many people are going to Japan and then freaking ruining the reputation of being a foreigner, you know. It was like 11 p.m. I was going back home from Disney Sea. Oh dude, I want to go to Disney Sea. Dude, I love this ocean, man. I was in 7th grade. Damn. Wow, 7th grade. That must be crazy, dude. Like you're in the like perfect age, like traveling to a place that is okay. I'm not trying to like justify it, but I gotta say too, like sometimes when you look at Japan and you only look at the good sides, you kind of get the feels of that Japan is a amusement park, which is wrong. Okay, it's wrong. It's wrong to think about that. Okay, Japan is a country with beautiful culture, but when you only see like the hobbies and then the attractions, like the thing that they present to the world, like aside from the culture, it does look like an amusement park. Okay, I know that sounds wrong for me to say that, but I'm sorry, it's just what I feel. Okay, of course, when I finally go to Japan, I will not disrespect the cultures, like doing pull-ups on the torii gate or carve my name on a bamboo or I don't know, make a scene in the train. No, I'm not gonna do that because I'm an introvert too, I'll be honest. I'm an introvert, and doing stuff like that and potentially getting in trouble, that's just not my fit, man. That's not my thing. Okay? Getting into trouble, that's not my thing. Getting into trouble and not getting caught, though, that is my thing. But that doesn't mean that I want to do it, alright? Yeah, Japan is one of my top list and going to where I want to go to. Yeah, I really want to go to Japan, dude. It's a beautiful country, all right? So many stuff to do there. Sadly, the foreigners now, the modern one, are ruining the reputation for everyone. So yeah. Thank you, man. Thank you. I'm being sarcastic, by the way. Thank you. Thank you so much. I just wish that Indonesia is not banned when I get to go to Japan, you know? Because most of you probably don't know, if you're not Indonesian, you guys probably don't know that there is this certain group. I'm not gonna name it because I might get into trouble if I name it, but they do some stupid stuff in Japan. And they're like a group, not YouTubers, by the way. There's not YouTubers, they're not media influencers. At least I think they're not. They're just freaking stupid people who think that other country just belongs to them, and then they just do stupid stuff and, you know, try to present their country's culture, like Indonesian culture, by forcing them down their throat, which is stupid. All right, just don't do that. Be respectful when you visit when you visit another country that is not yours, like not your native country. Please be respectful, man. Whether it be Japan or any other country, just be respectful. All right, you don't own it. You don't even you weren't even raised there. You weren't even grown up. You didn't even grow up there. All right, you came there as a tourist, and you are a tourist. Your job there is to behave. Okay, your job there is to behave and maybe have a little fun. Okay, but put behaving first, then fun. If you put fun first, you will not, you will have an increased risk of getting into trouble. Just small tip if you're ever like visiting another country. Have you been to other countries? Yes, I have been to Thailand, I've been to Malaysia and Singapore. And one of my earliest countries to visit is Singapore, and then Malaysia, then Thailand, which is the latest one because I went to Thailand in 9th grade, which is last year. So yeah, pretty crazy. Wait, no, not last year. This year, actually. Yeah, this year. Like in January, I think. Yeah, I think it was in January. Between January or December. I forgot. Yeah, I really wish I can go back to Singapore, because there's two things I want to do in Singapore. All right, there's a dear friend of mine there in Singapore, and I really want to meet him again. Maybe meet him, greet him, and then getting close to him again. We used to be best friends, okay, but we have to part ways. We're still active, okay, we're still active. Well, sure, we're not really active in a sense. Oh my god, I forgot. Oh my god, that just made me remind myself. Oh my god, I'm so sorry if... Oh my god, 4 new messages for oh man, 24. Okay, if you're my friend and you're like, if I ever ask to message you on Instagram, please remind me, man. I'm not active in Instagram, okay? I'm so sorry if I've ever like, if you feel like I'm ignoring you. Trigonometry and logarithm, pretty much sure what we did. We don't know that binomial theorem and all. I guess it's gonna be much worse. Damn. Have been created. Yeah, because he's not really active. Like, we used to be best friends during the pandemic. We're schoolmates, okay? We're schoolmates, and we used to be very close during the pandemic. And then even after the pandemic, there's still like a couple months when we go to school before our graduation in elementary. We were close. We were close. We were even close. We were close ever since second, either second or third grade. We are best friends. Okay, just lifelong best friends, man. And it's kind of sad to see that we have to part ways, especially different countries. Okay, it was fine. It was fine in middle school. We part ways to a different town, different city. We can still like, meet up easily. But now he's in Singapore and it's difficult. Okay, sure, I can contact them, but it's kind of hard to plan like a visit, you know? I'm very proud though. I'm very proud of I'm very proud of him. You know, it really makes me like very ambitious, like to get into an education outside of Indonesia too. But still, it is really sad. Like the two reasons I said was, one of them was to go to the Pokemon Center in Shanghai Airport. Okay, I heard there's a Pokemon Center now. It's probably not that new, but there's no Pokemon Center when I first visited that country in third grade or second grade. I forgot, but now there is. And then after that, I want to meet my friend. After what, 4 years? Yeah, 4 long years. I can finally meet my friend again. It's crazy to think about, because potentially I might not even meet him anymore. But it's pretty sad to think about. But just gotta keep my heads up and try my best. I gotta try my best and maybe get a scholarship to go into another country. That's my biggest dream. Get a scholarship and go to another country for studying. Yeah, that's my goal in my life. That's probably one of the reasons why I am very rarely streaming now. I really want to focus on education. I really want to focus on my school. I want to be the very best, like no one ever was. Okay, I really want to be like really, really good. Okay, I want to be scholarship worthy. First, we graduate school, we graduate high school, and then we get into a good university for bachelor's. And then after bachelor's, then I try to look for scholarships to get into a master's degree. Okay, master's degree, I want to get it outside of Indonesia. Why? Because if I try to get a scholarship for my bachelor's degree, it's gonna be difficult. Not only that, it's hard to get full tuition fee in your scholarship, and especially for 4 years. It's also difficult because it's sudden. I don't even know how college works, and I'm already doing it outside of Indonesia, which is gonna be shocking, and I'm not gonna be ready for that yet. That's why I should do the bachelor. I should get bachelor's degree in Indonesia, get into a good a good university for my bachelor's degree, and then get a scholarship outside of Indonesia to study and get my master's degree on. Lock in high school? You bet I am. I will lock in. That's why I will make a big announcement later, maybe down the line, but I bet you that I will make an announcement that unfortunately I am taking a break. Yeah, I will eventually take a break from this channel, potentially a couple months, maybe even a couple years, which is sad to see. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it because it still really breaks my heart to say that. Yeah, what university do you want to get into in Indonesia? I hope I can get into it's a bit, you know. But of course, that is, you know, still, still hopes. Those are still hopes, not guarantees, not even chances yet. It's still hopes. Yeah. Yeah, it's still hopes. I can only hope that right now. I gotta log in high school, take a break from my channel, and well, we'll see. We'll see where that leads me. Yeah. I just hope we all succeed in life, yeah. Let's go, man. We gotta get on top. I think, yeah, this is a good way to end the stream, probably, yeah. Goodbye, everyone. I'll meet you guys again. I don't know when. Probably like at 2 weeks, 1 week, maybe. Who knows? Cause I'm locking it in high school, man. Yeah, I'm locking it. Goodbye, everyone. Hope you all succeed in life.